Them two playing right now. I was big playing 2K19 with 2K20 out. I can't.
Well, I got the broadcast up. I sent the invite and get these niggas jump in.
Is that broadcast up?
Shit, still waiting on these niggas to jump in. Shit.
I always wanted to go back to school, but I didn't know how. Anthony Davis could be out for about a month with a
Get the
thumb
fuck out of
injury.
here.
Is AD's recent injury a sign of what's to come for the big fella in LA? What's going on, Bowl fam? It's your boy Chris, but you can also find me over on my YouTube channel, CK2K. But make sure you subscribe right here, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like this video. Now, I know you can say this about any team, but when it comes to Anthony Davis, he has a bit of a history of being hurt. Because of that, I have been a bit skeptical on the Lakers. Well, now the big fella's spraining his thumb, but luckily it's not as serious as it was first thought to be. The Lakers took another preseason loss in China to the Brooklyn Nets, 91-77. But the bigger news was the thumb injury AD suffered in the first quarter. After AD went to the locker room, the word came out that the All-Star would be shut down for the remainder of the game so they could do more tests. Shams of The Athletic tweeted an update to AD's injury after his initial exam on Sunday when the team returned to LA. Shams said this: initial exams on Lakers star Anthony Davis' right thumb showed no ligament damage, believed to be a grade 1 in spring. League sources tell The Athletic NBA.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams make their way out of the tunnel. New battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now. 40 to the flag. 44.
On first down, it's Kennedy, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Sheldon. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Anthony Hitchens coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Go. Yellow. Watch twist. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Yellow. I've got Louis.
Check. Check 3. Check 99.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes being chased out left. And he's going to go down again. Javon Hargrave. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Got 80 weapons. I got you, boy. Check 31. Turn up.
Looking to throw. Sheldon. But it's brought in by Washington. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
20. 70 ending. 44. Come on. I got one.
They'll run on 1st down. Kennedy. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
You don't want no problems with me.
On the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
Yeah. Come on, team on it. Get team on it.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Washington's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Heavy on the edges. Heavy on.
On first down, it's Kennedy. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Kennedy. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check. Let's go. Undercrush. He's checking. What? Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Kennedy. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Forward. 44. Mike, 44.
To throw on second down. Sheldon to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sheldon. Complete to Washington. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. Sheldon. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Back to throw. Sheldon. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sheldon. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Sheldon. His throw incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit us first, this one from 40 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone. We're right back to even.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. Now Kamara. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Running with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, Kamara. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up. and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, 57, 57. Max 50, Max 50, Max 50. Hey, man.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Steps away to his left. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Yellow, I go lady. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Right side, right side.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing on first down. Sheldon. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Watch out, watch out. Hey, watch out.
Looking to throw. Sheldon. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
Back to throw. Sheldon. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Let's see what you got.
From the gun, Sheldon. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He's coming. We got double up. 6, 4, 28, 26. Zip it. Motion. He's crashing. He's checking. Let's box. Go.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Switch.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Sheldon. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Sheldon. Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. Like three. Come. Short. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the screen. Huh?
And the blitz does come. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover forced, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
32-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it again with Kamara. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On the ground, Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss of 4.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Nah, he's dumb.
So this one in the win column for
Man,
Kansas
he
City.
went 0-16 before the
Our
update.
journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
It don't even matter. He went
So much
0-16.
to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right
Hold
out
on,
of
you
the
lost
gate?
all
Preseason
16 games like
behind us,
usually?
all these games count now,
He
don't they?
would have. He would have. You just watch this game, bro. He would have lost every single game.
Plenty of weeks to come.
Yeah. You were supposed to win that game, but you played.
Is a win by a touchdown, and they will head back home next week.
Hey, no.
Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they
Long
obviously
man
fall
pulled
to
it off.
0-1 with the defeat, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
It was so frustrated she did shit walk around last night. And everybody said the same thing I said. They sent Thomas there just to investigate. Mark said, well, Courtney, she's in here. I said, okay. I wasn't scared. And so, you know, she called Mark to that fucking office. And he was like, well, Courtney, I'm just between